Hello and welcome to another episode of I Want to Cook. On this channel, I cover all aspects of cooking, and that includes the tools that we cook with. Today's topic is cast iron. Does this stuff deserve a spot in your kitchen? I'm going to give you 5 reasons why you should be cooking with cast iron. So the first reason to cook with cast iron is its sheer versatility of what it can be cooked on. This is old school technology. This is just forged cast iron, and yet it works on just about everything. Gas ranges, electric ranges, even more modern induction ranges. I've even used this straight on a barbecue. This is really tough stuff. And that's good because this means that not only will this most likely work on whatever type of cooking appliance you have today, it's going to work on tomorrow's as well. Reason number 2 to cook with cast iron is because, as I mentioned, this is tough stuff. These pans are virtually indestructible, and what's great is that means you can just bang them up, you can use metal utensils on them. This isn't like, a non-stick pan where you kind of have to be careful with it. Cast iron is really, really tough, and it can take a beating. Reason number 3 to use cast iron cookware is it's relatively inexpensive. You can get a nice pan like this. This is a Lodge for about $20 or less in the store. It really doesn't cost that much compared to other quality cookware. Now there's various makers of cast iron. Lodge is probably the most popular or the most well-known, at least here in America. These are US made pans, and I think for the price they're really, really good. And like other pans, you can find them in different shapes and sizes. So this is just a basic 10-inch skillet, but there's also smaller skillets like this. There's griddles, there's grills, there's all sorts of variety of cast iron cookware. Now at this point, I should probably also mention that this type of cast iron cookware is different from enameled cast iron. That's a different type of cookware, and maybe I'll touch on that in a future episode of cast iron versus enamel cast iron. If that's something you're interested in, let me know in the comments below. The 4th reason to use cast iron cookware is that it really does a great job of retaining heat. If you've ever ordered fajitas at a Mexican restaurant, there's a good reason that they come to your table sizzling in a cast iron pan. That's because a lot of times they'll be cooked in that pan, and when they come to the table, that pan is going to retain the heat. The same concept works at home, and you can just as easily set whatever you've cooked on the table in this pan, and it will retain that heat and keep that food hot longer. And the 5th reason to cook with cast iron, this is pretty cool, I didn't know this until recently, is that when you cook with cast iron, you actually get a little bit of extra iron in your food, as in the element iron that we need in trace amounts. Now, this doesn't mean that you should be skipping your iron supplement if that's something that you take, but it's just kind of a cool fact that when you cook with cast iron, a little bit of that iron gets into the food, and well, that'll supplement your nutrition even in a very small amount. Now cast iron isn't perfect. It has its downsides as well, and maybe I'll do a video on some of those topics in a future episode if you found this helpful. But I really like cooking with cast iron. I think it's really versatile, and again, I like the fact that I don't have to worry about it too much, especially when I'm working with metal utensils. And I do a lot of induction cooking outside over high heat, so these types of pans are really, really good for that. So those are my 5 reasons for cooking with cast iron. What are yours? Is there anything you like about this cookware, or is there something that you don't? Let me know in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching I Want to Cook. If you like this video, please hit that like button, and if you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe to the channel. That way you'll always get updates on my latest recipes, cooking tips, and more. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next episode.